Gotta tell you, buddy, there's worse ways to start a morning. What a beautiful country. You hear people, I tell them I was going to New Zealand and they would talk about how jealous they were. I really didn't get why they were so jealous until I got here. And now I get why they're jealous and they should be jealous.
So we have, New Zealand is about 105% of the size of the state of Michigan. Okay, roughly the size of the United Kingdom or Michigan. Michigan is considered a dairy state, has 450,000 cows. We have going on 6.5 million cows in New Zealand. My name is John Greenberg and I've been here in New Zealand for 8 years. I'm not a agriculture native to dairy farming or agriculture, but over the course of those 8 years, it became clear to me that dairy is the place to be in New Zealand. You know what I think is interesting about the New Zealand agriculture? Almost everybody you meet in New Zealand will be touched by agriculture in a direct way, which is less and less so, other than in the real heart of the agriculture communities in the U.S. Almost everybody has a brother, an uncle, somebody that lives on a farm or works on a farm. So we're much closer to the production system and much closer to the people that are part of that production system. I do remember a dairyman once saying that here in New Zealand, this is being in agriculture generally and being in dairy specifically is a aspirational trade, right? So we grew up, wanting to be astronauts and Marines and other kinds of things, and here it's a very prestigious and a very important, it's considered to be a very important job to be a dairyman.
So I think what Master Choice is going to bring is going to be able to provide, for one, not unlike in the States, an option that is truly focused on the animal. Just like the farmers here are focused on the animals first and foremost, the Master Choice products with the floury grain that's going to be able to bring that high digestibility of starch, high digestibility of fiber. And so the team that has we connected with here, the Hyprecision group, is a passionate group. John Greenberg, Michael Henney, these guys love agriculture, they love farms, their goal is to make a difference, and that just fits perfectly into the Master's Choice culture. And from the first time that we sat down across the table from these guys, so actually I remember the first conversation I had with one of these guys, and just feeling that passion that they had for what they were doing is inspiring. It's definitely going to catch fire, and it's going to take off like gangbusters, and it's going to be exciting to see what they're able to accomplish in such a small, little, what I would say, remote part of the world, but are doing just tremendously awesome things.
Because it's non-GMO, because it's on the bottom of the world, because it's a low-cost system, it's often been ignored. But I think what's old is new again in a lot of ways, and we can bring a little layer of innovation. For example, in the Master's Choice floury grain, it's going to provide starch energy to a country that's short on starch energy, and integrate that into the system in a certain way. And it's going to be really beneficial for everybody without changing the fundamental nature of the system that we have here.
You excited to be a part of it?
I'm very excited to be a part of it. We're gonna, we're gonna do some good, and we're gonna have some fun, and hopefully we leave a mark on New Zealand agriculture, and then who knows what we do from there, right? Maybe the tail wags the dog, and we we can export some of these ideas to other markets.